There we go. How's that? Better? Hopefully there's no clicking. All right, let's see who we got in the chat tonight. Again, I apologize about losing the last chat. I don't know what happened. Let me fix one other thing. Settings. Gonna take Yuka's advice. Change this. 30. Okay. All right, there we go. Hopefully this is better. I hope. Let me know, guys, if audio's good. We have any clicks. I'll start pulling up some people tonight. Get some shout outs. Candace, good evening tonight. How you doing? Michael, good evening. Foo Dog, what's going on? Yuka's in the house. Grandpa Barney, good evening. How you doing tonight, Grandpa? DGS, Dufresne, how you doing? Trevor Wayne, ... Mac and Bees, Real Rugged. Aaliyah, good evening. Falana. What's up, my people? How's everybody doing tonight? Friday night? Yeah, back-to-back nights. Look, there's a lot going on right now. I know a lot of people are understandably probably on the more concerned side. They've never seen anything like this before. So I'm all right with coming on. I got to work tomorrow, so we won't be that late, but I'm going to stay up for at least next 2 hours and hang out with you guys and talk and figure out where we're at right now. Broke Ape, good evening. Real Rugged, Wayne. No. No, man. Everybody's concerns are my concerns. Chris, how you doing tonight? Good evening. Censored content, fight corruption, Moas Apes not leaving, JJ Hernandez in the house, Vile Kyle, King of Kings. No, man. Anybody can comment. MC, good evening, my brother. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, MC. Man, MC, I don't know what I'd do without you. Yuka, we're back, and I had a nice little audience over there. It was Backyard Boogie and Yuka and me. Yeah, if you guys remember to hit the like button, for sure. I guess that really matters. So I'm like trying to like get like symbols and stuff to put up. I don't know. I would like us to get a bigger community. The more the merrier. The more the merrier. Oh yeah, I did a graphic too for thank you. Yeah, thank you, MC. I'm gonna put that up in the corner from now on. Thanks, buddy. Let me see here. Back to the chat, and some shout outs. Nantucket Base Gallops. Good evening, Andrew. How you doing tonight, buddy? You dip dada. Grandpa says, hello, family. I'm back. Were you on the last stream with everyone talking when no one could see each other? Jerry says, glad you still have the job. Jerry, I'm going in tomorrow. Hope they don't send me home. King of Kings, I'm good, man. How are you? Wayne says, is it safe to say the crash will happen? It is looking pretty scary out there right now. I'm not going to lie. Let's say that does happen. If the reverse split goes through AMC shoots up in price, are they going to have the money to short it back down again? I don't know. Jay Beebs, good evening. Pocus. Julie in the house, dropping in to see the one and only Mass. Hey, Julie, good evening. How you doing tonight? How is Clark? Thank you guys for stopping by, saying hey. Grandpa said, yes, sir, I was. Julie Barrick, thank you very much. Oh, I gotta get the graphic up for Julie. Julie, thank you. I'll give you a big one, Julie. Thanks, Julie. Nice. Look at Mass getting all technical. What? Oh, boy. Thank you, Miss Barrick. Appreciate you. Silverstream, how you doing tonight? Says buy puts and make money on the way down. What's the big deal? If that's the way it goes, I don't know what's going to happen after this reverse split. I don't know if there's going to be money out there or people wanting a lot of things to, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I did hear someone today say that, what was the exact quote? That from now until the vote from the court, there's no more synthetics to borrow. Now think about that for a second. There's no more synthetics to borrow. This is supposed to be a Wall Street expert that claimed this today. Guy that got 8,000 views on this video. Patrick says, Mass, the comment said commentary live mode only was here, but couldn't comment or anything. Yeah, man, sorry. I hit some damn button in YouTube Studio that was only allowing like my moderators to comment. So my bad, guys, my bad. Lucy, how you doing tonight? Jamie, good evening. Says now BBBY wants to do an RS. Guys, people need to be raising cash right now. Look what's going on. KYP, how you doing tonight? KYP's in the chat. We got almost 120 in the chat. How you doing, KYP? Spaniard says, good evening, Mass. Been keeping away from any AMC news. Understandable, man. You don't need to. If you're a shareholder, you don't need to. Look, when shit pops off, you'll know. Right? By the way, something I said last night that I want to make sure I clarify. So I was talking about people who watch live streams all day and the price action of AMC. That in no means diminishes from the amazing job that those guys do. I mean, it is just incredible the amount of work and time they put into it. I'm talking about like Casey Shaw. If you guys haven't, ever gone and checked out Casey's channel during the day, go do that. I have the utmost respect for those guys. For me, that emotional type of up and down, penny movements, 5-cent movements is just, it's too much. But I think all those guys are amazing. Sorry, Spaniard, I didn't mean to do that, but I wanted to say that before I forgot. Anything new with AMC other than the bank issues, which may or may not have any impact? So, Spaniard, as far as the movies go, these are going to be two extremely, I'm going to say they're going to be very good quarters. The slate the next 6 months are going to be fantastic. I think we will have a very good first half of 2023, no matter what happens with the recession, because historically, the movies have always excelled during recessions because it's one of the only things people can do to escape and relatively still be able to possibly afford it. I don't know how tight things are going to get. I don't think they're going to get that tight. I think we're definitely headed for a little more pain. Other than that, we have popcorn that hit the shelf in like 500 Walmarts last week. They're going to be in 2,600 in another 4 weeks. There's a court case pending in Allegheny County, Pennsylvania, that they are trying to say that AMC and Ape was a scam. And that's being litigated right now. Or it's actually not being litigated, but They're going through some of, I guess, the evidence, and they're going to present it to the judge in a couple of weeks. I don't think that's going to do too much hold up in court just because of the way everything was filed. It was pretty on the up and up. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm not very well versed. I did this last night. Very well versed in the law. So I can't be 100% on that. King of Kings says, I know I'm behind the chat. I'm going to catch up. I think they will have the money to short it, and Adam will be dropping AMC shares to make some money for AMC. You better believe that's going to happen. They're going to be dropping shares. That's for sure. It's a matter of how money gets scooped up by retail. Is there FOMO leading up to it? I don't know what's going to happen. That's the whole thing, right? I mean, if this thing goes off, but I don't think that they're going to have trouble locating synthetics. Silly Lou. They can't locate synthetics from now till the court date. Synthetics aren't located. You make them. MC says, I won't buy puts. Reason the implied volatility will be very high. Oh, yeah, MC, for sure. Yep. Giamoto, good evening. How you doing tonight? Vikas Banzai says, when moon? I wish I knew Vikas. I'm tired of these late nights. Tired of them. When we moon, you won't see me anymore on YouTube at this time of night. I promise you that. Common Sense Investor, good evening, man. Says now HYMC has proposed a 10-to-1. Oh, boy. Yeah, I mean, people need money right now. I mean, don't be misled. The middle class and lower class are taking on the chin right now. I'm not that concerned about HYMC's future. I mean, yeah, to an extent I am, but I'm more worried about the people that are going to get caught in the middle of this. Vitaly Alpha says, hey, Mass, anyone heard the fake airport combo of AA saying it will be $30? The fake airport yeah. Yes, someone did mention that last night. Something about a fake conversation, or not a fake conversation, sorry. But a conversation they heard Adam Aaron talking about a $30 price after a reverse split. Well, I don't know where that's from, though. Let me know, chat. Dips Patel, what's going on, What's going on, bro? Brett Headley, good evening. How you doing, man? Brett says down bad in AMC right now. Who isn't, Brett? But my crypto is making me some money. Anyone else in crypto? I don't have much left. I'll be honest with you, Brett. I don't have much crypto left. You guys got the link? Got it. Ellie says, happy St. Patty's Day, Mass, and everyone. Oh, yeah, happy St. Patty's Day, guys. It's a big holiday up here in Boston. I normally would probably be boozing somewhere, but 2023 is a different year. So Yuka's asking you guys to go check out a channel. I have no problem with that. I'm down with Yuka. The link is in the chat right now, and he's someone to support an AMC, and I'm all about that. So if you guys want to go support him, Yuka's backing him. So I'm on board with that. Hold on. Rarefied Tennis, how you doing tonight? Andrew says Casey has an interesting theory. They will come up with a set amount and pay. Yep, that's possible. Andrew, I think the whole thing is to try to collapse the banks to implement CBDC across the board. You get 1 or 2 or 3 large banks that are in cahoots with the government that are now issuing ESG credit scores. You introduce CBDC, comes in as a Trojan horse. Will you take the money if that's what the currency is being used in order to buy and trade? Right? So, you know, I don't know where KC, like, just like I am, that I think that they're gonna use this to get it in, right? So, I understand. We both don't know if that's 100% true, but it makes sense. And every conspiracy that we've thought for the last 3 years has pretty much come true. So, does it make sense? Yeah. Yeah. 100%. Silverstream says, raid the Walmarts and buy out the AMC popcorn. Dr. McLevin, what's up, brother? Raid the Walmarts and buy out AMC popcorn as a show of support. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have one at mine yet, and the one by my work doesn't have it either. And I don't know if it's a New England thing. Anybody in the chat, New England area, that's seen popcorn, let me know. Eric says, lawsuit is frivolous, hands down. It'll go away. Yeah, Eric, I agree with you. I don't think it's anything. I just don't think it has enough teeth. I just don't. I don't know what they're going to present, leading up to that date, but right now, based off the way everything is worded, I don't know. 24 the Money says, imagine the chaos if Ape are nullified after 6 months of trading on the open market. No. I'm not going to imagine that. Gus Chenoweth, good evening. How you doing tonight? Jay Beebs in the chat. Headstock Harem. KYP says, according to AA, there are no synthetics. No synthetics, no naked. Now, he basically said the other night that the only thing that was holding back AMC was movies, right? Carlo the Fan, how you doing tonight? Doc Zeno. There's a massive shortage going on right now for 10 canvas. No one can seem to find it. I have no idea what's going on. If you know it, Aaliyah says Mass will be in more aboard. That's right. Aaliyah, see my Twitter. That's where I be. Did I say hey to Ellie already? Ellie, did I say hey? Jennifer Moffitt, good evening. Free Kekistan, what's going on? Free Kex, you're up. You were up. Hold on. There we go. If they do CBDC, I hope they don't limit them too much. God, I hope that doesn't happen, man. You want CBDC for Kekistan? KYP says, Eric. Shit, why is everything slowing down right now? Come on. We were rolling, right? We were rolling for a minute. Says, Eric, someone posted the entire video on AA's channel. It's not fake. So the conversation we're talking about, reverse split is a real conversation. Boy. There's all kinds of treachery going on. People are secretly recording AA at airports. What is going on? Eric, what's going on, my friend? Thanks, man. Appreciate the support. Thank you. I will try. I will try. Let's see. Jamie says, I saw the $30 thing on Mike the Marine's video. Okay. So Mike has it posted somewhere? Man, I wish I could post it. By the way, did anyone see what Janet Yellen said when she was questioned in front of Congress the other day? Actually, what about what Charles Payne said? I think that's even more interesting. I'm going to play a little clip about what Charles Payne said the other day on Fox Business. If I can get it up. All right, let's see if I can play this. All right, this is a little piece of C. Payne the other day on Fox Business.
Let me just tell you what's happened.
Oh, he took them off.
There's a thing called the discount window, where banks go to get money from the Federal Reserve. This week, they got $153 billion. The week before that, $4 billion. Put that in perspective. The Federal Home Loan Bank helps assure banks, last 3 days, not counting Thursday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, $250 billion. A record $112 billion on
Why
Monday.
did they need all that money?
Why do you think? They're worried. I mean, yeah, the Federal Reserve.
Why did they get that money?
Let me give you all the money. Federal Reserve extended FDIC $142 more billion. And they just created a new fund for banks. So let's say you own bonds that mature in 10 years, but right now at $100, but right now they're worth $70. You can go to the Federal Reserve and get $100 for it. By the way, ultimately that could cost us $2 trillion in loans. So they have created a moral hazard here that they did not have to create. Silicon Valley Bank was a bank of venture capitalists. It had no real connections, and when President Biden and Janet Yellen says small businesses needed to meet payroll, that is a lie. Not a lie that they needed to, a lie that they were at risk. Again, 95% of the small businesses have less than 250,000. They bailed out billionaires, and we are intended. This weekend is going to be scary. It's going to be very, very worrisome. President Biden should have come out Sunday night and said, 90%, 99% of Americans, you are covered. Keep your money in your community bank, and we've got you covered.
Why didn't he?
Because his political donors got out there. Bill Ackman got on Twitter. They called him up, said, you must bail us out. This is Silicon Valley. This are the venture capitalists. You know how much money we put in your campaign? You know what you owe us?
Yeah.
Figure out a way to paint this as a way of bailing out the small guy, but save us now. And he did.
And I know that you've been digging through this. And
It's
so when you shout it,
no, it's
disgusting what they did.
Because they keep talking about going after millionaires and billionaires, and every chance they get,
right?
they
help
save
them.
They
but only the ones who vote the way that they want them to.
Guess who's got to pay for it?
Exactly.
You do. Everybody with a community bank account, everybody with a small bank account, everybody with a bank account in America is paying once again to bail out the billionaires that buy. Oh, real quick. Progressives, please listen to me. The money that they put, Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank, this is what you could have gotten, progressives. $24 billion in student loan bailout, $85 billion to repair school infrastructure, $20 billion for paid family leave, $40 billion for child care, $24 billion for dental for seniors, and $22 billion for 2-year free community college. Where are the progressives? That's what you could have got.
Hold on one second. There's a man who's running for president, and his name is Donald Trump.
Yeah.
C. Payne knows what's up, right? He called that. I mean, he called that to a T. That's what's going on right now. Despicable is the right word to describe it. All right, I'm going to get back to... I guess I'm going to have to address this recording very soon. I just wanted to play you guys that clip because I thought that he nailed it right on. He hit the nail right on the head with what's going on right now. No, this isn't old. I think this was from this morning. I just saw some in the comments. Is this old? No. But hey, they should have said a lot about a lot of things, right, guys? I just don't like what this encourages by saying you're going to bail out like this. And what she said in was for the more outrageous. What Janet Yellen said. Crazy. Eric says, if you shit talk the company or CEO, then kick rocks. Why would anybody spread FUD about your own investment when you already think it's compromised because you own none? Simple deuces. That's the only explanation I can come up with, Eric. You couldn't possibly be I don't think talking that much shit if you really owned the stock. Like if you had a vested financial interest, why would you try to kick yourself in your own nuts? Right? Phil says, only guy I trust in media is Charles. Right on, Phil. Yep. He's one of the only ones that I do too. When it comes to finance and you know, the world of economics, especially domestically, yeah. There's no money. There's no money in that silver stream. There's no money. Right? I saw something. Oh, by the way, if we have a chance tonight, if we get to it, talk about some of the FTX lawsuit going on now. That lawsuit is really interesting. The one that's against like me, Kevin, and them for not financial advice, but for pumping FTX and not doing due diligence. Really interesting. I think I might do a video. I think I might do a video on that. Might do a video on that. Let's see. Out for you, Mass. Out for you, real rugged. Yellen. Oh, Yellen has taken her dentures out for you, Mass. Got it. Got it. Backyard Boogie says, howdy doody, Mass. What's up, folks? How you doing tonight? Chris Callis, how you doing? Says, we need to take back our country and market. Time to shut down Biden crime family. Woke cabinet. Yeah, I'm with you on that. We can't do this again. This experiment was clearly a failed experiment. Sorry. I hate to break it to everyone, but you gotta vet people and make sure that they know what they're doing. And we can't have people of certain at least have a half a brain on them. Grandpa Barney, thank you, man. Appreciate you. I'm gonna get Grandpa Barney a big one. Thank you, brother. There we go. Nice. I like that. That's good. Grandpa, you working tonight or? Grandpa says he is effing pissed off like we all should be raising hell. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Lucy says, meathead Kevin. Brett says, Mass, who do you think should vote for president? Should run for president, or do you want to say? Oh, this is such a tricky question. I mean, there is no perfect candidate right now, right? There really isn't. If I was to take if I was to give a safe answer to that, I would say Tulsi Gabbard. Just because I think she would bring an end to the war, maybe many wars that we're in right now, bring troops home, take that money, funnel it back into and back to the American taxpayer in infrastructure and other things like that. You know, try to help destitute communities right now in our big cities. So maybe on that fact alone, I would vote for Tulsi just to make sure we don't get ourselves into a nuclear war with Russia or China. Because the way these guys are rattling the sabers right now is very reckless. They need to clam up. And despite what you guys are probably hearing right now, Ukraine is in dire straits. The fact that Poland's sending them jets. Jordan says, and then what if they ban major cryptos and force people into CBDC? Right. Jordan, that's what I'm nervous about, right? Yeah. Yeah. Because that would be, because let's say that there's a run on the banks, okay? Let's just hypothetically, a bunch of small banks get gobbled up by larger banks. Now you have 3 or 4, literally like 3 or 4 guys or whatever in charge of the distribution of wealth. That's not want that. You don't want all our money tied up. That's one of our biggest problems right now is a few people making the decision. Renegade says, in my opinion, Trump should be president 1 more term. Then DeSantis should be president 2 terms. Okay. Jeff B, what's going on, man? How you doing tonight? If someone's got a counter argument to that, I'll hear it. Silverstream says we got to this point because people became too apathetic on politics. Folks got to wake up and get in on the fight. Yeah. And, it might be a cross between Gen X, some millennials, and maybe some Gen Zers, but I don't know about them. They're going to have to do it. We're going to have to pull all the heavy weight. Because anyone born before that is completely useless right now, pretty much. Mr. Heedy says, Mass, much love, big guy. What's up, Mr. Heedy? How you doing tonight? Sugar Daddy Grandpa. David the Great says, oh, they know what they do in turning America communist, in my opinion. Jordan says, best move. Seems like the best move in spreading on to multiple cryptos and stable coins, banking with credit unions, holding gold, silver, and cash. Yeah, Jordan, that's the list right there, right? You want to be diversified right now. You don't want to take a major hit in any one of your main holdings, right? So best way to do that is spread it out. Because some things you're going to make a little money on, some you're going to lose on. You hope that, you break even at the end of the day. I hear you. Zen Hodler says, sorry guys, chat's a little slow. Wow, I just lost 40 people. Holy smokes. It's 2 parties. Nothing will change if he keeps insisting on voting in the same 2 corrupt parties. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing, did I almost said Chelsea. I wouldn't mind seeing Tulsi run as a third party, maybe independent or something like that. By the way, I just want to give a shout out to Lucy and some of you guys last night who told me about the O'Keefe thing. I saw the thing on tweet today. Interesting. MC says Tulsi and Rand Paul. I can see that ticket. The People's Party. KYP says, I know people 100K in AMC believing the hope hype. Still right now, KYP? That's crazy. Broke Ape says, buy, hold, rinse, repeat. Dips Patel, how you doing tonight? Steven Guardado, what's going on, man? Think I got Jeff B. Ozzy Mandias, what's going on? Juicy got you covered. Juicy, what was your joke last night that had me cracking up? You had me rolling. Sir Hoddle Hodlington says, Tulsi is the perfect candidate. I must disclose, I'm in love with her, though. Dude, I think most of middle-aged America is on both sides of the aisle. Steven says, like someone who isn't Democrat or Republican. Yeah, I don't think Tulsi's neither right now, right? So she didn't become a Republican and she stepped away from the Democratic Party, right? She'd be perfect. She doesn't have a party right now affiliation. Ed says we need Trey back. He is the only one who can help us at this point. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't think Trey would come back. Would you vote for a ticket to Tulsi Gabbard and Carrie Lake? That would be nutty. Imagine having a female vice and president. What? That'd be awesome. I'd love to see that. Just slinging Louis Vuitton all over the White House. Right? Smelling like Coco Chanel in the hallways. Secret Service are getting nothing done. Oh, boy. Gus says, well, Mass, if you want market transparency, don't vote for DeSantis because Ken Griffin donated billions to him for his governor election. Yeah, honestly, right now, I'd probably vote for Tulsi. Say it again. Say it again. Falana says F Trey. Yeah, Canuck Tide. Me too. Me too. Yeah, if you guys remember to smash the like button, I'm going to throw up my graphic. Hang on, chat. Boom. Watch this. Modern technology. Oh, I don't know where it went. Oh, there it goes. Mass is getting fancy. All right, so I'm going to try to play this. Just so you understand how ridiculous this is, this new policy they're going to implement. So this is hold on. Make sure I get it right. Senator Jamie Lankford from Oklahoma, and he's asking Janet Yellen, what exactly does this mean going forward? That any bank anywhere in the United States is covered for any dollar amount? Watch the response. And hopefully this plays right through.
Will the deposits in every community bank in Oklahoma, regardless of their size, be fully insured now? Are they fully recovered? Every bank, every community bank in Oklahoma, regardless of the size of the deposit, will they get the same treatment that SVBP just got or Signature Bank just got?
A bank only gets that treatment if a majority of the FDIC board, a supermajority of the Fed board, and I, in consultation with the president, determine that the failure to protect uninsured depositors would create systemic risk and significant economic and financial consequences.
So what is your plan?
We made that determination.
Right. So what is your plan to keep large depositors from moving their funds out of community banks into the big banks? We have seen the mergers of banks over the past decade. I'm concerned you're about to accelerate that by encouraging anyone who has a large deposit in a community bank to say, we're not going to make you whole, but if you go to one of our preferred banks, we will make you whole at that point.
Look, I mean, that's certainly not something that we're encouraging.
That is happening right now.
That is happening because depositors are concerned about the bank failures that have happened and whether or not other banks could also
No,
fail.
it's happening
And
because you're
it's-
fully insured no matter what the amount is if you're in a big bank. You're not fully insured if you're in a community bank.
Well, you're not fully insured. And
You
the big-
were at Signature, and
the
it
big-
just barely met that threshold. You were at Signature.
well, we felt that there was a serious risk of contagion that could have brought down and triggered runs on many banks. And
So there you go. That's the answer. No more bailouts, you piece of shit politicians. Seriously. Unbelievable. So annoying. So annoying. Real Rugged says Kenny gave $100 million to DeSantis. Yeah, that is true, for sure. I'm not positive if that's the number, but he. Angelina, how you doing tonight? River Driver 666 says, y'all know people shit all over Trey. He cared about his movement from day one. Got salty because he made $1 million off options. No, I'm not blaming him. I just don't think that we need him right now to save the community. I don't know if he'd even be interested in that. PM Righteous, good evening, man. How you doing tonight? I just got here, just got off my job. Just wanted to say thank you for encouraging me last night. I was pretty hurt about losing an AMC. Helped me change my perspective. Hey, man. Okay, I'm glad I can help a little bit. I'm trying to be as realistic as possible with it, considering all the situation we're in right now. You know, just so much has changed, and we got to change with the times. So I'm not as concerned as I was. I don't know. I just don't see a lot of pain in the future for AMC. I think we have that pretty figured out. By the way, someone did say in the comments earlier, and I meant to mention on it, was asking how come AMC haven't leveled out and kind of joined each other on the chart yet. Well, I think leading up to mid-April, you certainly see that. Real Rugged says Janet Yellen, Blue Iris. Oh, God. PM Righteous, I'm glad I could be a little help, man. Hang in there. Hang in there. Jordan says, if you don't pay your rent, you are on the street. Utility is hard to stock up on food with limited funds and prices being high. You know, if we had our squeeze money right now, a lot of us wouldn't be as concerned with what's going on. We would have been able to diversify our portfolios a while ago and not be worrying so much right now, right? Al Bianchi, good evening tonight. $160 people watching, only 70 likes. Hit the like button. Yeah, if you guys remember to hit the like. I know a lot of you guys are my age, and I even forget to hit the like sometimes on some of the videos I enjoy. So I know it's a reminder. It's a pain in the ass. But it definitely helps. If it's the one thing to help our movement grow, like buttons, nice and easy. Nice and easy while also an extreme pain in the ass. Chat or Mass, your most recommended little to no commission option trading platform. Where would I trade options? You know, Tony is the big option guy. I would definitely go to T for that. T plays options way more than I do. I haven't had the money to in a while. So everything I did was through Fidelity, just so you know. I try to do all of my trading now through Fidelity. I still have a Webull account right now that I hold some shares in, and I just got a computer share account because I know I told you guys I'm starting to put 20% of my weekly income into Home Depot. But Steven, definitely ask T about the options. He would be the one to ask. Me pointing you in the right direction, I would just be pointing you to what I do. KYP says that nutty white-haired lady again lying through her teeth. Right, KYP. God damn, she can't stop lying. No one can stop lying. Nobody that goes on TV can stop lying. Everybody's lying through their teeth about everything. Transitory, that 2 negative GDP quarters is not a recession. I mean, they're just making up the rules as they go now. I don't know how we're going to put a stop to that. KYP says, Fada, you don't have to pay per transaction in OTC stocks. There you go. I wish we could put her in a home. She ain't going nowhere. At least not right now. God, I mean, that's another thing. You can't, the person in charge of the Treasury cannot be so beholden to a entity like Citadel, paying her 5-figure speaking fees. That should be illegal. Devil May Rage says, I gotta take every perspective, right? Come on, man. Don't say that. There's a lot of people that are waking up and fighting back. Jennifer says, yep, devil, you right. Not on this channel. Excuse me. KYP says DeSantis is wicked. Yeah, I'm really not a fan that are wrong. I mean, no one in favor of Biden, Trump, or DeSantis. I would honestly pick Tulsi out of all of them. I really would. Jennifer says more of us, yet we do nothing. We're doing something. This may seem like a small corner of the internet, but everything takes time to grow, so patience is a virtue. Philip says, Yellen is just a big female Elmer Fudd. Oh, boy. Dip says, Yellen looks like she came back from the dead and speaks like she did also. That's a good, it's a good description, Dips. I like that. Common Sense Investor says, Joe Biden also said they were going to make the bank deposits whole, but if you're a stockholder, right, you took the gamble. Bill Bev DeVoe, what's going on, man? How you doing tonight? Harry Parrott, I see. Harry Parrott, I know that Mass loves the WEF and Tulsi. Get the F out of here. I'm expecting him to announce he's been adopted by Klaus. Papa Klaus. Come here, little Mass. Papa Klaus. Yeah. Can you imagine? Daddy Klaus. Diaz, what's going on, buddy? Says Americans don't protest like France. I know. It's sad to see that the French are more revolutionary than we are. Burning trash in the streets. Times out of world wars. How many times have we bailed the French out? They're leading the charge on the oligarchy, the Parisians. I mean, they're flipping over their own croissant tables and lattes. They're going. And Jennifer, you're right. Yeah, no one wants to be January 6th. I got to do that video. I got to put that video up about January 6th. I got to finish that and just put it out. KYP says, Mass, unfortunately, there's not going to be a squeeze. AA saw to that for sure when he sold Ape shares to Antera. KYP, the only thing I don't know is what's going to happen after the reverse split. I have no idea how that is going to shake out. I don't know how scary things going to be at that time. If they're going to be able to attack a company now that has a float that's 10 times as small as it was, with better fundamentals, the release of popcorn. If we're seeing if we're seeing really good numbers, especially after Q numbers relatively soon, all that Avatar money. I think John Wick opens tomorrow or tonight. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to go. O'Shea, good evening. How you doing tonight? Juicy said, I hit the lick button. Yeah, Philip, that would be a bad idea, right? Definitely don't want that. Definitely don't want that. Connect Tide says, watching Trey in early 2021 was awesome. He was a young guy. Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah, he definitely wanted everybody to win. Yep, I agree with that. He definitely did. I think he just got worn out. That must have taken the toll on him. Just the amount of time he was putting into it and, seeing the stock getting buried like it was. It'd be easy, right? Giamorto says, Mass, be careful with your ape on Fidelity. Steve, I hope that helped you out, man. I hope the chat helped you out a little bit. Thanks, chat. I didn't thumbs down, though, because I like Mass as PBT. I feel the same way about Yuka in early 2021. Oh. John Full Leaf Clover. Hey, man, thank you very much. Appreciate you. Hold on. Let me get you a graphic here. Thank you, man. Did it come up? There we go. John Full Leaf Clover says, I really need to get you a Yankee hat question. What trading tools do you pay a subscription for, and why do you like them? So I have subscription. I have Barron's right. Most of the newspapers that have gone, what do you want to say? I guess digital now. I also pay for. Let's see. I want to say that I pay for Benzinga still, and I think I pay for CNBC Pro so I can chart because I like the charts on CNBC. I like using, especially when I'm showing for videos, using Heiken Ishii charts. I haven't done a lot of day trading or, as I was just saying, options trading in like the last. Dude, I'll be honest with you, since about January of 2022. That was the last time I did anything like that serious. Just because I'm so involved with this community, see what's going on. And there were opportunities to make money in between, you know, that time and now. There were a lot of runners, right, that you could have got in and out of, doing day trades, scalping plays. But I chose not to do that. And I knew that would be controversial for the channel. So if I can't get excited about something and talk about it on my channel, something I'm involved in, you know, I wasn't emphasis on AMC, and I still have a heavy position in it. So talking about other plays at the time just didn't seem like the right way to go. But there are other channels out there that do, and I don't have any issue with that, right? You want to talk about other tickers? Go for it. I'm all about people making money any way they can in this market. So mostly because I do more journalism, the more journalism side of this John 4-leaf clover, I pay mostly for all those subscriptions. And now they're all pay. Fidelity has a good setup. And so doesn't Webull. I mean, you can really do well charting on both of those platforms, to be honest with you. Jordan says United States became a true third world country in the span of 72 hours. I swear. Right, bro? Seriously. Yeah, we just took it in the teeth big time. Big time. Diaz, what's going on, my man? Let's see. Andrew says, do not write penetrate and Tulsi in the same sentence to Mass. We need him to concentrate. Guys are funny. TS says hello. GD Shenanigans says America has become what in the America has been successfully zombified over the past few decades. Everyone's too busy posting to Instagram and watching TikTok videos. Yep. Oh, I want to read you guys something. Maybe hold on. Let me see something. Do I still have it up? No, shit. I took it down. Never mind. Never mind. All right. We played Charles Payne, right? We played Yellen talking to the Oklahoma senator. Did I have another video? I think those might have been the two I uploaded tonight. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys like having the videos played during the live stream a little bit to like talk about it and comment on it? Or do you like just having the chat going 24/7? Let me know what you guys think about that. I'm trying to like make the format a little more pleasant. Misty, he says, we are here for freedom here in Florida, Aaliyah. That's why I live here. And that weather. That's why I love Mr. Heedy. Lucy says the French cut heads off. What, in the 1700s? They don't mess around. They haven't been tough in I don't know how long, but I seen them today. They were running rampant through the streets of Paris. That's for sure. Good for them. That's how we should be here. The way they shut shit down in Europe, we should be doing that here. The Italians shutting down the trains. Greeks shutting down the airports. That's what you should do. That's why I a convoy thing. If you really want to bring a country to its knees, Get the truck drivers to shut it down for 3 days. Watch what happens. You'll get anything you want. They'll be begging. Begging. Send truck drivers home for 3 days. You can get a lot of change that way. A lot of change. Trevor says John Wick, March 24th. Thank you. Ryan says, I can't wait till this mess is over one way or another. Me too, man. Me too. I know, I'm behind the chat. My bad, guys. Bucks fan, good evening. How you doing tonight? He says, good evening, Mass. There's at least one win. The Dutch farmers gaining at all those seats at Parliament. Yeah. It's definitely happening, right? We're getting little W's here and there. We're getting little W's here and there. I just kicked myself out of my own studio. Don't ask how. So I just lost the whole chat. Sorry, guys. Christ. I wasn't even trying to do anything fancy. This is definitely the fanciest live stream I've ever done, though. For sure. David the Great says, Rants went off on me. Oh, I just dropped that comment, too. Shit, sorry. Rants went off on me for just reporting the AMC tokenization. Rants? Oh, who gives a shit why he's mad? Who knows? I don't know what he even cares about anymore. I don't think he cares about GME. I think he just wants to see AMC burn. No, it's good you did that. David, if you have some kind of evidence that you can send to me showing me this, I would love to see it about AMC tokenization and naked shorts. Lauren A is in the house, says no loss of chat. Okay, good. Any word on the motion to dismiss the lawsuit? No, not yet, Lauren A. No. Bill Biv DeVoe says, same for Thomas James. It proves you're a moron. Was I quoting Thomas James? I hope not. Was I? No. I don't think I quoted Thomas James. Thomas James' format is it is very dry. Man. Food Dog says, if a yes vote, what was Hedges wanted? There would be no paid bashers every day. BBD says, the person who dived headfirst by following Trey. Same for Thomas James. Oh. Got it. Yeah, and I remember I made a couple of videos last year, guys, and I was like, go back, and all you got to do really is go back and look and see on anyone's channel, when did they start talking about AMC? And you'll be able to know when that creator got in, or you'll have a good idea from what they talk about of where they bought in. So you can tell or get a good idea of what their cost average possibly could be, but especially if how long or how truly invested in AMC they are. Especially when it comes to YouTube material, right? I was trying to talk about separating retail investors who own AMC and also do YouTube videos compared to YouTubers who own AMC. I feel like at the time there was a difference. I don't know if that's still the case. Bucks fan says Shazam this weekend, which should do well, right? I definitely think we're going to have a damn good quarter. That I'm not concerned about. Not at all. And I think in the second quarter, we're going to have almost, about 10 weeks of popcorn sales full at every Walmart location. Let's see what Q2 numbers are. And then I can reassess my position in AMC. At this point now, I want to make money on this play. As long as that can be accomplished from this point forward, I just don't know what would be the point of dropping everything right now and just selling at this price point. Yorton says, my question is... Actually, hold on. Lorna said the latest FUD I'm seeing is YouTubers trying to scare investors into believing the lawsuit is going to drag out forever. I wouldn't worry about that, Lorna. I think this, one way or the other, this ends at the end of April, maybe before that. Jordan says, my question is Google investing in crypto? Because if the American dollar died, how would they pay their bills to keep the YouTube up and running? So if good has crypto, shouldn't we? They would implement CBDC to replace the dollar. That's what some people are speculating, Jordan. So just different than a digital dollar that we're talking about that, you use to transfer over and buy crypto with per se, right? Not that, but something controlled by a central bank that they can dictate what you can and cannot spend it on possibly. And that's how we get ourselves into a very sticky situation. Canuck says, Mass, just like the Sox, keep the faith. Yeah, man. I saw the Red Sox crush me many more times than AMC has. Although this has definitely taken a mental toll on me. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. But I've also met some amazing people. All the support I've gotten from this channel, that to me proves that this endeavor is still worth it to come out here and fight. Jamie says he's got his buyer lined up after the RS. Bucks fan says silver, Bitcoin, silver, gold, brass. Interesting. Copper? Copper. Definitely. Brass? KYP, give me a question you would ask Ann Marin if you had a chance to ask him one question. I know you're down on Adam Marin. Tell me what you would want to know. James says, screw that, I'll buy what I want anytime I want. Force me in the black market if you want. Oh, we'll all be in the dark web, right? Ordering things. Censored content says CBDC is just like food stamps for all categories, right? Michelle Loves Freedom says, hey, Michelle, I'm mentally indifferent to it all now. The four hodlmen of the MOAS. The Andrew Mo Money Fox News interviews, secondary books. The four hodlmen. Ellie says, is it possible that we as shareholders requested AA sells the shares after the RS on the market versus through a backdoor deal? So that was mentioned on one of the calls or the interviews that Trey had with him. That's something I could ask him, Ellie. That's a good question. You mean do a direct offering? KYP, I think, I don't know this for sure, right? Because I can't read inside the man's thoughts, but I don't think he saw that coming. I didn't see that coming. How fast people are going to turn on Ape. I did not think that was going to happen. So is it possible that, they should have seen that coming and known that they had to get rid of it right away? I don't know. But I didn't see that coming. I didn't. I didn't think the market was going to take that bad of a hit. But I don't know if there were some special circumstances, why he couldn't turn around and sell Ape right at $10 when it split. I don't know. I don't have an answer for you on that. I hope to God it wasn't intentional. I really fucking do. That would really piss me off. I mean, yeah. Yeah, Ellie, that's a good question. Connect Tide says, has he announced any new meet and greet since the vote? I don't know, Connect Tide, but he's coming to Boston in a couple weeks, so I'm going to go down there and talk to him. Phil says news clips are good for the discussion. They bring up new ideas to hash around. Okay, cool. Zigzag Frast COD says, so why would we want CBDC and we won't be able to spend it how we want to? That's a no-no. Well, of course, they're going to sell it as that you can buy whatever you want with it at first. I'm sure that will be the rollout. You use this just like a regular dollar, just like you would a debit card. It's when they want to crack down on something and they have complete control over the monetary system and what you can do with that card or whatever wallet you have it on. That's what you want to be concerned about. If there was no other choice to get paid but to take CBDC and you're starving, would you take it? Ellie says, yeah, Ellie, I gotcha. Oh, Bucks fan. Gotcha. I was going to say lead, but okay. Okay. So that's the question, AA, right? To AAKYP. Why did he wait to sell Intera? Was that a desperation move or a favor? Got it. And KYP, of course, I understand your frustration, girl, right? I get it. Jordan said what we should have done was leverage a yes vote for shares sold to us at market value. But yeah, BBD, I don't know, man. Like I said, I can't read the guy's mind. I don't know. I'm not trying to cover for him. I just fucking don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I mean, you would think, right? But I think that also there was some panic because everyone started talking and saying Ape was worthless. And I don't know that didn't cause a ripple effect. Guy like Meet Kevin, Wrench, those guys, they got 100,000 subscribers. He said he didn't want it. CSI says he said he didn't want to sell the first month Ape came out because he didn't want to make retail mad. Juicy says he said it was only at 10 for a couple of hours and he did not have the paperwork ready to sell it right open. Well, that's silly. They should have had the damn paperwork ready. There's no, I don't see any excuse for that. You not having the paperwork ready. Your lawyer should be all over that. Harry says, go back and look, Mass, at the wording for Ape. A could have sold it for any price. Not 66 cents to Intera. AA could have sold it for any price, not 66 cents to Intera. Yeah, Lorne, that's the plan, right? Is to get 4 or 5 questions, maybe a half dozen, and then sit down and ask him them. That's the plan. David says, hey, David, how you doing tonight? I think they should have reverse split Ape before converting into AMC. Angelina says, seriously, Mass, that's when I moved to Canuckville. Yeah, KY probably a strong possibility, right? O'Shea says, I just never thought I'd see the day Apes and Shorts voted the same way about AMC. Not a dead cat hodl. I hope I'm not giving you guys ideas that I'm going short on AMC. I hope you're talking about someone else, O'Shea. Michelle says there's always a choice like not taking the vaccine. Censored content. Here's your answer, Jordan. When there's zero in your account because the bank crashed and they offer you CBDC balance, you will nipple up to the milk. Yep. That's a wild claim, BBD. That's a wild claim, bro. With Baker, it'd be the greatest comeback story in NFL history. Clark says if the court says the yes vote is okay, we'll have a fundamental squeeze eventually. If it does not, I still believe we'll have a squeeze. Well, the fundamentals are certainly going to get better, Clark, I think, this year. No doubt about that. How much better and how much debt we can pay off after this RS is the question. And then the question becomes, how much money are they going to have to be able to put at risk shorting a company that's fundamentals are getting better and just paid off a shit ton of debt and just reduced its float by 10x? That's got the backing of retail, unlike any other stock in the stock market, any other ticker. Right? So just think about that for a second. There's no date or price or anything like that. Just think about the scenario, how this could play out. You just don't know, right? PVV says, hi, Mass from Germany. Hope you're doing well after the RS. PVV, what's up, brother? Guten Tag. I hope that's a German flag, PVV. It is, right? From Germany? Yeah, I think so. Lucy says, try and buy gas with CBDC card. You know they'll restrict buying gasoline to force people to buy electric vehicles. Al says, question, the judge says lawsuit dismissed. After that point, does anyone keep out of AMC into 8 before the merge is implemented? Again, another interesting scenario, right? How is that going to play out? I don't know. Angelina says off with their heads per France. Harry Parrott says timeout on CBDC. First, it is being used for banking purposes. If they use it for currency, it has to be voted on by Congress technically. The Fed may still be out of bounds on the rollout. The Congress should have had to approve this bailout. They just gave it to them. Harry Parrott. They're doing wild cowboy shit right now that we've never seen before. Just broadly stating, we're going to cover anyone at any dollar amount. Billy says, it seems obvious to me he could have sold Antera at $3, but they would have gotten less shares. Yes, less votes at that price. PVV says Ape was the hit piece on retail. Don't say that, PVV. I don't like to think that way. Floyd, what's going on, man? Everyone's doing all right. Michelle says, Matt, start doing shorts daily. You'll get more subs fast. I don't want to bombard the people who subscribe and turn the bell on. I don't want to fucking bombard them with shorts all day, right? Like, that would be annoying. I can't believe I'm even on back-to-back nights doing a live stream, but I figure it was a crazy week, and last night I didn't go on until very late and didn't put up a thumbnail till very late, so maybe I'd catch some people tonight who didn't get a chance to speak. KYP does have a good heart, Grandpa Barney. I love KYP. You can't lose unless you sell, Clock. Lucy says you have to do more videos and live streams to get more subs, Mass. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that would ultimately be the way to get more subs. I like this number right here. Pretty good though. It's like just enough in the live chat that it's not too much. People can still get kind of. Mr. He says AA sold to Antera for voting control, not for money, guys. Floyd says agree, beat KYP. John 4-Leaf Clover says, I know I panicked. I sold my... Hold on. I know I panicked. I sold my ape a week or two after. They wanted to create panic. I mean, that was the whole point of that campaign. They wanted everyone to panic and sell. I just took all the money from the sale and bought AMC as soon as cleared. I have been buying 5-1 AMC to ape since then. Yeah. Yeah, that was the whole idea of getting everyone... I mean, you're telling me just 48 hours prior to that, AMC was worth $20 a share, and now all of a sudden 2 shares aren't worth 10 each. Nothing changed in the last 48 hours to make that kind of price decision, except everyone jumping all over it and crapping on it. All in AMC says, when you go see AA, can you record? Yeah, I'm going to ask you. When I get the email finished to HR, I'm going to ask them to do a recording. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm not just going to report back to you guys what he says. No, we'll get it on tape. AA needs to commit to selling through the lit exchange, no dark pools. Yeah, that kind of goes along with what Ellie said, right? Along those lines. We got to buy through the lit exchange is the thing, right? KYP, there was a point when Mike the Marine snapped at you about AA. How dared he? Can't believe that. O'Shea says it just needs to break even, then I can exit stage left. Angelina says, did AA smoke some and not see banks failing? I know, you should have been watching this channel, Adam Aaron. We've been talking about the banks for months and months and months on this channel, and the Federal Reserve acting very foolish. Que onda locos, Jeffrey Rocha? BBD says, Harry, I'm waiting for that moment she disavows or renounces the WEF. I hope she did, but I have yet to hear or see it. I'd vote for her in a heartbeat if that happens. Same here. I got to hear that too, BBD, right? Definitely got to hear that on more than one occasion. Put that in writing. Yeah, I definitely need to hear her renounce that. Talking about Tulsi being a young leader in the WEF at one point. So wasn't the Fox business lady there, Maria Bertolano that's in the morning? She's WEF young leaders. So isn't Buttigieg. Dan Crenshaw. James says, will you live stream after a MOAS mass? No, I'll probably be blacked out, James Harris. Blacked out in the corner of my room. When this is over, I'm just going to down bottles of champagne. KYP says, Grandpa Barney, hey, love you. He always calms me down. No, of course I'll live stream after MOS. Silverstream says, Wall Street will make damn sure the banks don't margin call the AMC shorts. Yeah, actually, I see you guys talking about ComputerShare over here. Now that I have an account with ComputerShare, I might do that with my AMC shares. Now that I have to have ComputerShare. I don't see why not, right? Silverstream says I'll be passed out drunk and lying in my own pool of vomit after the MOS. Yeah. I don't really do that. I usually black out. That's been my forte. They always know. It's like a switch. They're like, uh-oh, there goes Mass. Night. I get this crazy look in my eye. Angelina says, cowboy shit mess. I miss you. Miss you too, Angelina. PVV says, so Mass, here's the deal. I live in Canada, I live in Canada, visiting family in Germany. I still haven't recognized receipt proxy vote form from my CIBC Investors Edge in Canada. Proxy vote, we had that PVV last week. You never got, I don't remember you saying anything in the comments. Did you check your spam emails? Yeah, Harry Parrott, I agree. PVV, by the way, have a good trip, man. Have a good trip. KYP, thanks, Angel. Appreciate you. I'm giving KYP a big thank you. She's a staunch supporter of these live streams. Thank you, miss. And a thank you, miss. Thanks, KYP. PVV, have a good trip, man. And yeah, I mean, you're a little late on that. Sorry you missed out, but just so you know, it was 90%, so it wouldn't have made a big difference. I don't know how many shares you have. Clark says, if someone else was a CEO, how would they keep AMC from going out of business? You would have to dilute shares. There's no other way. Yeah. It's a tough sell right now, though, right? In this market, after all we've been through, we don't want to see this shit get diluted. I understand what he's doing. Like I said, that speech that he gave that Paper Tiger put up, he said everything any other CEO would have said. He's just faced with a tough decision right now. He's backed into a corner. And, you know, they need some help. Bottom line, they can't survive. It's unloading tons and tons of ape at rock bottom prices. That, to me, would really be stingy. I don't like it either way, but seeing ape selling like that would just crush me over and over and over again. Just to get a little bit. James says my dog just farted. Grandpa Bonnie, you like German food? All right, I got to catch up on the chat, guys. I'm going to try to just go real through. Just another ape. Do I have any predictions? Here's what I think could happen. Go back and watch the beginning of the live stream. I talked about what my prediction and possibility could be. It's just what's going on right now with the banks kind of changes things a little bit, in my opinion. In my opinion. This definitely puts a new spin on things, that's for sure. I just don't know how bad this is going to be. I don't believe them. Do you guys believe them? Do you guys believe them and everything is fine?
Reassured the members of the committee that our banking system is sound and that Americans can feel confident that their deposits will be there when they need them. This week's actions demonstrate our resolute commitment to ensure that our financial system remains strong and that depositors' savings remain safe.
That's not very confidence inspiring to me. If that were the case, you wouldn't be out there saying it. Yeah, Billy, I'm with you on that. I think we need to do anything we can to get new apes on board. I'm with that. Yeah. Yeah. I would love to see a FOMO run leading up to this. And anything is possible if that happens. We have seen what this stock can do. She can run like no other. So she's done it before. But again, we need that that's that unknown catalyst. We need something to get us started, to jumpstart this thing. We'll see. Maybe we'll get it. Looks like the jelly politician in the very first X-Men movie, says O'Shea. Now, y'all, says, whatever happened to the 100K high? Now, y'all, I don't know. Whose channel were you watching? You should go ask them. What happened to that? I would definitely go. Whoever's video you watched that put that out for you on their thumbnail, got you to click on it, go back, check in with them, see what they say. PPV says, Mass, using common sense here. Step out of this AMC box and look at the whole pick. Nothing looks right. No, everything looks off. Everything looks off. It looks like there are probably an enormous amount of over-leveraged positions out there. Anything can happen in this market right now. We've never seen anything like this. Like I said last night, it's bubble upon bubble. Look out below. Now, Jeff says, now, y'all, you were lied to by those videos. Right. Jennifer, have a good night. Thanks for coming by and hanging out with us. Appreciate you. I know, Floyd. No, but that's how they got into trouble, right? The T-bills are what caused this whole thing to happen. When you raise interest rate, T-bills become worthless. Apparently, he says. Now, y'all. Yes. We'll definitely go back and talk to those gentlemen, whoever they were. James, I'm not sure what the problem is with Ape on Fidelity. I saw a couple of people mention that in the chat earlier. I forgot to weigh in on that. I'm not sure what the problem is. All right, so I'm probably going to go... Shit, it's already almost 1 o'clock. Damn. I hate work. I want this damn thing to go so I can stop working. Darren says, people, do your history. Do your research on history and you'll know what's going to happen so you can prepare. Yes. Look back and see what has happened in these markets. It runs in cycles, guys. So understand it's going to come back around again. We just don't know how long it's going to take for it to correct itself. And that will open up opportunities. And I think when the guy who wrote the first turning said that, and this was just recently, he said this way after he wrote the book. He said, you will see this generation right now, some of the best investors, the best leaders, and the best thinkers will come out of this time where we are 30, and he said like something 30 to high 50s to some of the most, the real progressive people of our future. So I totally believe that. Just look at how much we've been able to learn, and regular people have been able to learn through the internet and the use of YouTube, learning about the markets, learning of them. learning about the money in politics, how it all is one big clusterfuck that's been screwing the American people and the people of the world for 2 decades now. Finally, the bells are ringing, right? Finally, the bells are ringing. Michelle, we got Gen X in the house. I know I'm Gen X. A lot of us are Gen X. Most of us are Gen X, according to my demographics from the analytics on YouTube. It's like 65% of us are Gen X. Then I have a small percentage over Gen X, and then everything else is below. But it's like 65% from 30 to 50, somewhere in there. John Four Leaf Clover, thank you, man. Appreciate it. And listen, John, you don't have to super chat if you want to ask a question, bro. I pull up questions kind of just at random. I'm never trying to ignore anyone. It's just as I go through, I try to answer at least everyone. The mic's clipping. Try to at least get everyone once. Do you ever look at the number site correct and price ticket and look at the annual box office predictions to compare to previous years? John, so we haven't been able to do that for the last 2 years because of the pandemic. And I was saying in a video that I had put out last week that going back to 2019 is even a difficult comparison because of the amount of movies and blockbusters that came out that year. It was really a phenomenal year for the box office, for revenue, right? 11.4 billion at AMC alone. So it's hard. It's hard to do that. It's hard to do comparisons right now with anything like that because of the pandemic, because we're just crawling our way, out of the ashes of hell right now with AMC. Angelina says I'm Gen X, I think. I think it's 1980, 80 or lower is Gen X. You're born before 80 and after 60, you Gen X. We are the glue that is holding together society right now, according to the book. That's what it says. That we're the glue between the boomers and Gen X. I mean Gen Z. Sorry, the millennials. BBD says mass must be old as shit. Paul says, I need this to run soon. I'm getting physically unable to walk well, let alone work. Paul, man, I hope it runs soon for you. I really do. Hope you can get off your feet, man. Let's get you comfortable. I just think that once we get through this RS, the other side, if you don't see improvement in the first 2 quarters, then we're going to have a conversation for sure. But I don't think that will happen. So I think we will see 2 good quarters. What's up, TT? Where are you coming from? Just Another Rape says you can't compare us to 2018-19 because that was a time period when AMC was at an all-time high in revenue. Yeah, we had the best box office, right? Yeah, we've never seen anything like that before or since. So it's a hard way to compare. It's a difficult thing to do because of all the intangibles we're dealing with. Mr. Heedy, thanks, darling. Let me get Mr. Heedy a big thank you. Thank you, Mr. Heedy. Appreciate you, girl. Oh, I'll put that down. Should I just leave it up all night for Mr. Heedy? The thank you? Mr. Heedy says in her chat, Aye. Proof of synthetics is we own a minimum of 400 million, 80% of the float. So why won't he not say so publicly? He knows for sure. All right, so that's something I can talk to him about, right, Mr. Heaney? By the way, just so you guys know, there's no more synthetics to borrow between now and the reverse split. Why won't he publicly claim that? Got it. Oh, you went to the rodeo, T? 1867, you are Generation Ghost, I believe. You right now probably don't have physical form. You're probably a shadow person. Yeah. 1867 is Generation Ghost. Generation Apparition. Generation Apparition. Michelle said he's just going to lie. If he lies to my face, at least we'll have a record of it. Right, Michelle? Let's get it on tape. By the way, Matt, Soros just entered the beginning of his end, trying to topple the Indian government. My filing national government is the wrong one to F, and India is a different animal. End of the Soros begins. I hope so. I wish that guy would just move on already. Move along to the next realm. Lucy says Generation Zombie T, 1867. Michelle says 65 to 80, Michelle. Thank you. John says, I want you to buy more AMC. I find it useful to see. I want you to buy more AMC. I find it useful to see where the box office monies are coming from, and then comparing it to prior to COVID and where the projections are for the remainder of the year. Yeah, it's just hard to do that, John, because the float size was different back then, right? We've added hundreds of millions of shares since then. That comparison is just, it's very difficult. There's so many things you got to take into consideration. A lot of people have asked me about that, and it's really hard to do. You got to factor in inflation, all kinds of things. The fact that ticket prices have gone up. So how do you do that while you had the pandemic in between the best box office year and then followed by the worst box office year ever, right? Where they made 20 million. Or what was it? 2 billion in 2020. Tony says, I'm going to put together a YouTube short on the rodeo in the morning. Nice, nice. And for the ladies, he took a video of the e-bull riders, to be fair. I don't know what the e-bull riders are. $153 people watching, 122 likes. All right, we're getting there. With fancy graphics. Boom. What? Yeah, Bucks fan, I did. Yep. Yeah. I'll be surprised if the mainstream media even covers it. They're not covering what's going on in Paris, right? I have barely seen any reporting on it at all. Barely a peep. What's up, Danny? How you doing, man? Miss you too. Good to see you. Good to see you, mon frere. Mass smell him and report Yuka. Somebody said last night he's going to smell like high karate. Angelina says, Mass, thanks for staying conscious for all. I'm trying. There are times when I look at my gun safe and say, maybe this would be the better option right now. Oh, no. Angelina, we caught you on a night when margaritas are flowing. Hello. Giggity, giggity. Did you? Oh, yeah, I read this already. Silverstream, have a good night, man. Connectide says, need to ask AA what his future plans are for dilution post-implementation and conversion of RS. Yeah, Connectide, I got that. I got that down. For sure. Conscious means asleep? You're at spring break, Harry Parrot? Where are you? Where are you at spring break right now? Balsavin says, when will they blame retail for crashing the economy? We're the reason for all this. No. Clearly, that's not the case. Juicy says, AA is grandpa. Real Rugged says, Mass, you aren't the only one who wonders if there's a better way out. Don't say that. I'm joking around, man. Joking around. I would just leave the country before I did anything like that drastic, right? I'm not trying to leave the planet. Now, y'all says I'm about to go sing karaoke. Have fun. Almost a bewitching hour for me, Mass, having my pineapple cilantro tea, and it's lights out. KYP, have a good night, girl. Hope you enjoy your tea. Mass is going to sign off right very soon. We're closing up on 2 hours, and I got to be up in the morning, guys, for work. KYP, have a good night, man. Thanks for coming by and hanging out with us. Michelle Let's Freedom says, Mexico. Yeah. All I need is 6 months to do a full transfer. So I got to get 6 months under my belt no matter what. Then I'll have a little bit of job security. Then I can transfer. Continue to put that 20% in week after week. Guys, try to find something like that. That, you know, somewhere safe. You can park your money. Diversify your portfolio. Right? Be unaware. They're gonna go on a mad pace, I think, to increase rates to get this inflation under control. You know, the next couple rate hikes, maybe they'll keep it low just to take the panic out of the air, per se, right? And bring back some calmness to the market. But eventually, it must be done. It's the only way to stop this. Inflation is running away from an ability to get it under control. And unless we're looking at a crash, it's got to be done. So just be aware of that, guys. And again, anything can happen. Understand the inflation rate we're seeing right now that we're dealing with, it's not real numbers. We're probably closer to really like 15% of actual inflation. I know, whatever. In reality, we're probably closer to 15. And unemployment is a lot higher than they are reporting. They are fudging the numbers right now. Understand that. So we got probably some more pain coming ahead of us. That's just a reality for the market itself. Be careful with your risk management. right? Set alerts if you have to. Whatever it takes, just stay on top of things. Situations could change very quickly. Boss says, did anyone know the Federal Reserve is a private bank and they print out money? Yes. And they have two functions, right? Keep unemployment low, keep inflation at a minimum. And when there's too much money chasing too few goods, this is what happens. Jimmy says, at least you're working on your scheduled date tomorrow. I hope. I am on the schedule. I'm going to show up. Whether I'm allowed to stay or not, I don't know. They may send me home. If I do, you'll be seeing a lot more en masse next couple weeks. That's for sure. But I hope that doesn't happen. Hope that doesn't happen. Someone was saying in the chat earlier, where would you put your money? Put it all over the place. Put a little bit in crypto. Buy some physical gold and silver. Right? Spread it out so you can try to balance out your losses with your wins. Yeah, T, what did you agree with your guest about the shorts? Just out of curiosity. Michelle said Bitcoin about to hit 27K. Yep. All right, let me say thanks to some people here who came by. I don't know if T is still here. I wanted him to answer that question on what he thought about his guest, but I don't see him answering. He might have taken off. Yuki says the solution is to open a church and launder money, then all this crap stops. It's a good idea. Okay, let me say hey to everyone who mod tonight. Lucy and Sky with Diamonds. I saw Diaz in here tonight. Yuka and Backyard were my mods. Thank you to everyone who donated. Mr. Heedy, Graham. Who else do we have? Let me see. KYP, thank you. Thank you, darling. MC, thank you. John Clover, thank you. Thank you. Everyone who donated, appreciate you guys. Tony says, my guest, I'm still evaluating his model on short volume. I suggest everyone do their own DD on his website. Send him questions if you have them. Okay, T. So you're still assessing his take. Got it. Got it. Makes sense. Makes sense. You're welcome, Ellie. You have a great night, too. Attica. Danny says, Tony, I found the interview interesting. We'll check it out. Yeah, T, good job. Just stay safe, people. That's right, Jordan. Stay safe. T, I'll check in with you tomorrow. See if we can do a live stream, maybe Sunday night before we get back into the market. I love everybody. But I appreciate the people that are definitely keeping me afloat right now. Thank you, guys. It is a big help. And having this platform so everyone can come on here and, if not converse, at least converse with each other. And thanks for everyone being respectful to each other tonight. I tell you, I must have one of the best live chats. Guys are really good. So, Boss says, why is there so much fun on AMC lately? Well, I think there's been FUD since the beginning. There's always been, some people who don't like the stock, who are haters, who hate retail. It's going to happen. You got to try to sift through the BS, right? To the best of your ability. Stick with what you can prove. Right? All right, guys. Garnet, have a good night. Danny R, Foo Dog, Angelina, Tony, have a good night. Yuka Clark. Thank you, Julie. Clark, if Julie is gone, tell her thank you from me again. Harry Parrott. Guys, love all you. Have a great night. Andrew, I'm out.